So here we are again, Brick Sofa. Like to welcome my good friend Wishmaster, OR Recordings.
Big up.
Yes,
Big up.
You saying good? Yeah,
you
man.
saying really good, yeah. You saying that's
good
my
to have
brother.
you on, man.
Bless, yeah.
All good, mate. All good.
Yes,
Feeling the
man.
burn from last night a bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know how it is.
I know how it is. Struggle's real. Struggle's real.
Yeah.
The toil's real. Still, I'd never slip in an oil spill. Right, man. But yeah. So Wish, tell the people that don't know a bit about yourself. Do you know what I mean? Where you come from, like your history in the game, like a brief breakdown, just for the people out there, and then.
I'm Wishmaster. For those who don't know, I represent OR, which is Official Recordings. That's the record label that we got, and we're just pushing for the culture. I've been around for ages, man. I'm 28.
Yeah.
I grew up in St. Paul's in Bristol. Been doing music since I was about 13. Yeah, about 13. Been messing around with music. Started out like doing grime and that, just messing around with my friends and that. Going to like Gate Cafe and stuff, just messing around.
Gate Cafe,
Yeah.
Gate Cafe.
It's like a little youth thing that you see where Lakota is.
Yeah.
There's like, you know where that church is, and there's that like wooden thing there.
Yeah.
It used to be like a little youth thing in there. They had decks in there and that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and well, that's where we had like a clash like when we was younger and that like.
What? Who was clashing?
It was me. Do you know Bear?
Yeah. Grizz.
No, Nathan.
Nathan Dixon.
Yeah, that Bear.
I got him on Facebook.
Bear. Do you know back then it was muskets like GE and T-Dot and all that, like
T-Dot,
like them. It's like them days still. We was just
Okay.
like all youths, just like messing around, having fun, just trying to like, I guess, experiment with the culture and just trying to learn in it. And it was good times. We used to go Mill as well and High Road Studios.
I remember High Roads. I remember going there a couple of times.
Yeah, man, and man, just kind of just got into it more. Started taking it a bit more serious, and kind of found hip hop a bit more. I thought like. It resonated with me a bit more because I could like slow it down and I felt like I could express it more. I felt like grime was just a bit more about just getting the man them high and going nuts and wilding out, like you know, they want to getting the wheel up and you know what I'm saying. It was more an energy thing, innit? But then like I wanted to start expressing the art form a bit more, so I thought, and I kind of always grew up on hip hop because my older brothers. They did hip hop as well. Like they used to be in a group called BS5. Was
BS5,
like Matty Wall and that. My brother Felon and Shock and Outlaw and that. They was like doing music way back, man.
Yeah.
Them lot was like the first people that I ever seen with like CDs in the like proper in the plastic case. They was on like Dark and Cold DVDs back in the day and all that. You get
Dark
me?
and Cold.
Yeah, way back now, innit? You get me? That's what I'm saying. So, like, I kind of grew up on listening to them man there, and them man are kind of schooling me on like certain music, so I already was introduced early to hip hop anyway, so it wasn't a stranger to me, you get me? And they listen to proper old school like Naughty by Nature, like you know what I'm saying, proper old school hip hop, like Boombap, like you know what I'm saying, like KRS and you know what I'm saying, Nas and that kind of. So I was into that. And then I just started like writing, and I think like at first I didn't really know how to like properly rap, if I'll be honest. Like it was kind of like I still had like this like grime flow pattern on this, and then I had to realize that like actually could break it down a bit more, and everything don't have to rhyme, and I could break it into segments, and you know what I'm saying. And then I just kind of started like doing it like poetry kind of, you get me? And it just started becoming more easier and just becoming normal. And
I hear that in your style, man. When you say about poetry, like
Poetry,
you've got a very
definitely,
like poetic style in the way you bring it.
the delivery in it,
There's words of wisdom as well.
Man.
Delivered poetically is it's unfuckwithable format, really, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way. I think like you can't really, you see what it is, innit? You see the way the industry is as well. It's like you can't really force anything on anyone. So like I'm kind of careful with the way that I deliver it to people. It's more so that I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just shedding light on what I see, or what my people's been through, or situations that I've gone through and seen or experienced myself. You get me? Yeah. But I'm not actually saying, "Oh, you should do this." You should. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, but within your experiences, knowledge. It, so.
Yeah. So man, just I kind of like to leave it like open, so it's just something to think on, a bit of food for thought. You get me? Like, man.
And so, how did OR come about then? Is that like completely your like baby, or is it you?
Do you know what? To be honest, the honest truth is that it was just actually a group. It was me, Els, Vils, and Gilly.
Okay.
We was just all doing music together. Like, I kind of come into official late. You get me? To be honest, like it was more like Gilly and Els, Vils, me.
Yeah.
You get me? But it kind of like it got to a time where it kind of had to be turned into something like it just more than just ignition, right? Like basically just more than just doing music, innit? What man was trying to it just needed a hub, innit? Where everything could be accessible, innit? You could find us all at one place, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the best thing that I thought to do was obviously do the label thing, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, when we formed the label and that, at first, man, I guess, man didn't really know what man was doing. Yeah. Man was just winging it, innit? Because
that's what we've all done.
No, but let's be honest, just these guys in the business suits, they're winging it too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just winging it with a suit, so he looks more legit with it. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm just winging it in a tracksuit, but we're still winging it and we're rocking, man. You get me? Straight up, bro.
100%,
you get me? And I just think nothing tried, nothing gained at the end of the day, innit? Man wanted to make it solid, a business, something that we could actually make some money, generate and make some revenue, do you know what I'm saying? So I thought, just turn it into the label. So man established the label in like 2017, I believe. 2017, I believe. Dropped the first EP on there, was Third Perspective.
Sure.
Yeah, and just kicked off like that.
It's been like a strong builder, man. Like,
definitely.
It's like household name in Bristol now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You must have had stockpile though, because you smashed out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere for me and that. Not for us and that, but for people that are into hip hop. You came out and then you just had bare things to drop. Like, there's another video. There's another project. There's So you must have stacked up.
But man stocked up for like a year or so, innit?
Yeah,
and then
that's a good.
You got to get the ammunition.
100%.
The thing is, I've been making music for so long that of course I've been in a position where I've put out a project and I'm running and shooting videos and trying to get it done, and you know what I'm saying, and you learn, innit? Like, that's not the way to do it, innit? That's too much pressure on yourself. You're supposed to have all the videos ready.
Everything done.
You're building your thing, innit? It's a product that you're giving someone, innit? Like, you're not gonna go to the shop and get something and say, oh, like, you haven't got all the ingredients. You're supposed to have everything. Yeah, I'm going to the supermarket to get it, innit? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 100%.
So man's got to have the whole package, the videos, the merch, the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess it got more serious as man established the label, because it started becoming more real, because now it's actually it is something, and you got accounts, you got to be paying people to do this thing, and you got to be actually making money, or you're actually wasting your time. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like it just became to a point where it just got more serious for man, and I just had to make it go, man. The engine started. Yeah. I feel like once you you'll know this. Yeah. Once you start it, it's hard. The ball's rolling now.
And unless you just wasted all that money and time,
all that time,
stop. You've got to be.
Do you know what I mean?
The fucking.
You just got to go, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what happened, but for real.
I think that's one thing that like a lot of artists like. It's popping off outside, so if you can hear this on the microphones at home, it's firework night coming up. It's fucking Halloween yesterday, so
spooky.
It's a bit spooky, but anyway, back to the point. It's like a lot of a lot of independent artists nowadays are way more serious about the money around it, especially in hip hop and stuff. Because a lot of the time within UK hip hop, people used to be keeping it real. I mean, I don't really know, but from an outside perspective, I kind of saw that it wasn't about the money, and I don't think it's about the money. But if you want to continue your art and have longevity within that fucking art or that profession or whatever the fuck it is you do, you need to make money from it. Because otherwise, you're doing a job, like, which we all have to do. We're all fucking work, and as soon as like I don't have to do that, which is it's in sight, it's reachable. Do you know what I mean? Then I can put all my fucking eggs in that basket. But until that point, I need to be making money, and we all need to make money off music, because otherwise you can't do it forever. Yeah. So people who are like, I'm not fussed about making the money, it's like, all right, well, you're not that sick. You might make music for your, and I say make music for yourself, but I make music for myself, but still, I want it to, like you said, the ball's already started rolling. Yeah. So we've got a name. It's like, all right, well, I want to keep making music for the people that enjoy it with me,
and see how far
I need to make money from it. So it's nice to see that like people like yourself, you know what I mean, and heads are taking this shit seriously, like, and people are getting paid as well. Like, you got to pay people to fucking do the videos. You got to pay people to like, and then say with this, like, this is a startup thing. The podcast is a start. So it's like investing money, people investing time, not necessarily getting paid straight up, and it's like.
Nah, blood, but it's building, and obviously that's why you got to be working with people that's got the like-minded vision and could actually see something and the potential in what you're doing and believe in it. Because unless they believe in it, people are just gonna be on board for the meanwhile, and then it's gonna drop off, bruv. Because so if you've got people with the same mind frame as you, and they're like basically on it as much as you, and they want it as much as you, they're going to be willing to put in that time. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I think having the right people around you is very important as well.
Yeah, you need
definitely, you know?
You reflect all of the people around you.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, you're only as good as the company you keep.
Yeah.
That's right.
But, so with building the team, like, who's in the team right now in OR?
You see with OR, innit? It like, it's not a group anymore, innit? It's just a label now. You know, so like we're open to working with artists and that. We're always looking for artists and that, people that want to get in touch, man. Just get in touch, man. You know, we're trying to just build. We got a couple artists that we're working with. We've had Keda's dropped a little project. She dropped an EP called Ruminations. Yeah, that's doing well. We got a video on Section Red called Deeper. That's out now. Have a look at that.
Yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, man. But also, I had a couple projects. Me and Vard done a couple projects on OR. Me and Jordan Nathaniel, we done an EP, Astro Traveling. But
I remember that.
But mostly, to be honest, fam, man is putting in the work, innit? I'm just like I said, innit? We got to keep the machine going. So man is doing whatever it takes to keep the machine going. So just gotta. Yeah, man, the catalogue's there anyway. I'm stocked up anyway. Like,
are you stocked up from?
Listen, and all I'm gonna say,
I love to hear, man.
All I'm gonna say, is that basically, just know, innit, I write a bar every day, innit, and the day that I decided to call myself Wishmaster, I had to become the master of my craft, innit. So every day I practice every day. I'm just dropping some gems right now for these guys who want to take this thing serious. I practice every day. I write one bar every day. Yeah?
Or 16 every day.
16 every day.
Yeah.
You get me? Even and a hook if I can.
Yeah.
But a 16 every day, and you got to practice your songs every day, mate. Yeah. You get me? Make sure you know your stuff, man. You get me? It should be second nature to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your craft. You're selling yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So... yeah, man, but I got a lot of stuff stocked up. I got a project called The Bull.
Yeah.
The Bull stands for the best underrated living legend. That's just like a 10-track project that I threw together. Got a couple producers on there: Van Damme, Jose, Bailey's. This is like the normal team and that. You get me? I got a beat off Raw Duke as well.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah,
Raju's killing it.
Yeah, he's going to come right now. You know?
The
artwork's
shit for
heavy, come on, fam.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people are like this, almost like swept the whole scene. Everyone wants that.
Everybody
style
wants
now.
that style,
like the Compound album's got that. Have you seen the Eagle Court? They've got like that kind of style. It's nice, man. He's killing it.
Definitely, you get me. Like,
he's a dope. That's Sorry, he's Squid Ninjas. Yeah, Squid Ninjas,
yeah,
isn't it, Rowdy?
Yeah. Because I didn't even realize that he's But
we talked about him actually.
I didn't even realize that he was local. Like he's in Wales.
Yeah.
Like I thought, like when I seen the artwork on Insta and all that stuff first, like I thought like my man was like in America or something, and then my brethren said, "Yo, blood ain't wrong, no, my man. You know, man should we could reach out to my man. Still reached out for man, linked man up." I remember just chatting with him and that, got a beat off him. He must have been at work, setting back the beat. He was like, "Yeah, come on, man," because that's what we do as well. When man send us verses, man, we 24. We not no longer than a day with it, baby. Trust me. You get me? All right. Yeah, man.
I wish I could say the same fucking thing, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, because you see, the thing is as well, like, I'm glad we got on that as well, because, you know what I feel like, like, a lot of people, when they're rapping, I feel like they try too hard. And I don't mean that in a way like, oh, like, you're trying too hard, like, being, like, funny. I mean, like, being more natural. Just let it be easier, like, when you do it, it's easy to you. When Daddy does it, it's easy to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When up front does it, it's easy to him.
Yeah.
But you can hear when someone's, you know what I mean? Or like, it's like, I don't know, maybe like they ain't got the breathing pattern right or something. It's like, you could hear when it's like straining, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got to really perfect that, man. Because if you want to be getting this money for these shows and all that, you gotta be
professional, man. It's one thing like a lot of artists like, and I think that's what separates the artists, and it's not separates the artists from the, I don't know, I was gonna say the men from the boys or whatever, but it's not so much that. I think it's more like the professionals from just the standard people who might be fucking dope as a rapper. Yeah, they might be like, but they can't command a stage. Like even when it comes to commanding a stage, like if you can get on a stage and you're not the best rapper in the world, but you know how to fucking command a crowd like an MC, and you go in there and you're just like right, and you take complete control of it, and you're facing the crowd, you're looking at people, you're interacting. That's going to separate you from the guy that comes on before or after with the fucking hood up, walking up and down the stage, not talking to the crowd, not interacting so much, like, and it will separate, not necessarily like their sales, but that experience on the night, when you go to that night as a fucking fan, you're going to get a different feeling from the guy who's chatting to you and commanding the crowd to the person who's not.
100%.
You know what I mean? And it's like an art form that it's not just about the bars.
But that it comes with the practice as well, fam. Yeah. Like when you're practicing at home and you're rehearsing, you're supposed to be practicing all that, like, you know what I mean? All that interaction, what you're going to say to them and all that, because it is a show, innit? Yeah. It's a show, innit? Like, man ain't just going to go on TV and, like, freestyle it. It's gonna be a set. You might speak about things openly and freestyle it, but it's gonna be set topics, isn't it? It's gonna. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's gotta be a set direction, or it's just a bit.
Yeah, they run through that shit over and over again. You know, even like talk shows and shit, and they'll like do retakes and stuff.
So you know, it's just about refining it. But what I was saying, I got the ball. Also, finishing off this new project with Ill Informed as well.
I'm looking forward to that, man.
The
thing is,
you see my man, I'm just gonna tell man now, innit? Like, I don't even, you get me? It's the UK Alchemist still. He's raw. He's man can't talk about 10,000 hours. Like, man, if you go to his house, you get lost in the beat loop maze. Just pick the beat, because you'll be there for hours just trying to. Oh yeah, that one's sick. Wait,
but when he lived here, it was a madness, man. It was just like, like I wake up in the morning and just hear, like, I'm just like, oh my God, man, I have to go downstairs. I'm like, yo, he's like, nah, this one's taken, but like, here you go, look through these, and it's just
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Banger,
like,
banger, banger,
man has
banger,
actually
banger,
had
banger,
to
banger.
formulate a formula how to do it now. You go there, right? You hear something, you're like, yo, slap that over there, slap that over there, slap that over there, and then you go through those, because otherwise you're just gonna be in the days, innit? The first 5 that you think's the hottest, we just go from there, because
otherwise you will be there for days. Man.
But man always get it done. That's the thing as well. He's a machine. Like,
I love one thing that Ill Informed does, right? Is like, he'll have like a record that he sampled. And then they'll have 5 flips of that
Five flips,
like 5
fam.
flips are just and it'll be the same beat, but
different
slightly
speeds.
and this and it's
some's on a slow sludgy.
Oh,
some's just on some opera. Like, yo, my man's a savage, bro. Like, you putting in that real work, blood. You get me? Shout out to Ill, blood. You get me? Beast.
So is that like an EP or an album?
Nah. That's an album still. That's Cold Harbor Tales, man. That's on the album still. It's probably gonna be about 15 tracks. I got about 14 so far. I'm probably gonna record about 16 and something. 16 and pick like 14 or something like that. Yeah.
Is that from Cold Harbor Road?
Yeah, basically.
Is that like?
That's.
Is that where you grew up?
Nah. That's when it was made, isn't it?
Okay. Oh yeah, of course it's Cold Harbor Road, isn't it? Where they live.
So it's Cold Harbor Tales, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tales, man, because that's where it came from. Tales from the Crypt, man. That's where it was all, and everything that man recorded there, man wrote that more or less there and then while he's doing his thing. Like, that's how man worked. Like, yeah, man, he's a beast, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, man. So yeah, that should be good, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He's doing so much stuff with all sorts of I think he's made a project with pretty much everyone in Split Profits now.
Yeah.
Like he's doing a project with that kid. He did a project with Paro. We did the album together. He's got a project with Bill Next.
Yeah.
I think Luke's got up front's got a project with him as well. It's like, what? That dude is just like, we've made him like an honorary member. It's like, yeah, he's you know what I mean? It's just like,
general, man. Give credit where credit.
Well, that whole family, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's just like
that
it's
family's
a musical family, innit? Yeah. Just like kind of like me. You get me? I'm from a musical family. Both my brothers rap. My sister used to sing, dance, everything. Like, she DJs now, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, she does a thing. That's what I'm saying. So, man, the whole family's always been musical. I've kind of always been into something musical, whether it be drama or music or, you know what I'm saying. I've always been into something entertaining, like always something that's like
performance related and. Is that something you could see yourself getting into, the drama?
Do you know what? I reckon I would. You know, I like it.
I've just like I'm in the process right now, signing up to an agency. Yeah. But I just waited because they need the profile shots, and obviously my teeth was out, and I was like, I'm getting gold ones. Yeah. So I've got to figure out.
Now I could get some gangster roles.
now I'll just get I'll get typecast in the same role, but it's probably the role I could play the best. So
but it's easy, innit? They know, you know what I do now, innit? Yeah. You know who I am.
It does kind of sign it off, like it's like, all right, fuck it. The fucking dentist was like, "Are you sure?" Like I was like, look, man, like if I'm paying this amount of money to get fake teeth, you think I'm not gonna pay £200 extra to get gold? Yeah. £200 extra. That's it. It's $2,500 for fucking implants. For one implant. It's not even two. It's one with a bridge. Yeah. $2,500. I paid 2,700. Yeah.
To get gold.
Yeah,
everyone's going gold.
Ice baby.
But yeah, man is just working, you know. Like, obviously, I was doing events as well. I was doing some events and that. Did a couple. Did the OR Cypher sessions and that. Then done waves as well. I had like Lee Scott and that. I had like Black Josh and that. Done it down at the Attic. It was alright.
How did that go? Was that good?
Yeah, they was good, man. There was good turnouts as well, man. Yeah. But it's just like, do you know what the thing is because man is running a business, I've just had to make some split decisions right now. I can't focus my energy into everything because as well as member, like, is a label, but I'm still an artist as well, innit? Myself, and I'm still trying to push, and you know, I've spent a lot of money on a lot of stuff, and you know, like videos and promo campaigns, and you know how it goes, but like it's a lot, innit? We got work, we got bills to pay, we got, you know what I mean, we got things to do, so
and it costs a lot of money to do this shit.
But like, one thing I would say, like one gem that I would drop on someone and tell them is that basically you gotta weigh it up, innit? If you're in it, are you in it to win it, or you just flirting with the idea? Because at the end of the day, you invest in yourself, innit? Yeah? You go out, you spend money every weekend, you go out, you buy clothes, you do all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? You get wavy, you have fun, but like, what you got to show for that? at least that if you invest it in your art, you know that like you can look back, you can be like, yeah, I got the vinyls, I got the merch, I got the videos, I got the, you know what I'm saying? There's something to actually look back on where you could be like, yeah, man, like I done something, you know what I'm saying? And you could actually see the progress of it, like the fruition of it happening. You get me? Like I'm sure, like you would say that in the last year or so, you would have definitely seen the transition of since man was Wishmaster and doing this thing, like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well,
like,
I've seen the transition, like the whole, almost like the whole transition
from Wavey
and it's
Wish
been like
Wish.
straight away. It was like raw, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's been like, and it's a fucking amazing thing to see, man.
Death Wish, Wavey Wish,
to Wish,
and then
Wishmaster, yeah.
I met you as Death Wish.
Yeah, way back still. That's like
Dwayne as well.
Yeah, man. I Am Entertainment days. That was. You get me? Shout out Kane and that. Shout out Z6 and that. You get me? Stu, Darren and that. You get me?
The whole scene's changed a lot though as well, isn't it? Since like even since High Road days and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Like within not just Bristol but the whole of England, the scene's changed a lot. It had like this crazy peak around 2011. Yeah, like 2011, big. 2012, big, 2013, like hip hop was mad.
Yeah,
it was
massive.
It was fucking mad.
Do you know what happened? Because there's no structure, then people fell out of love with it because there was nothing in it for them. But like
before then, do you mean like from like 2000? Because it kind of started dying out around 2005.
You know, like remember the time where it's like like Rebel TV,
TV,
it's like everything was like, do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone was dropping music. There was music coming from everywhere, but like it was a fluctuation of music, but
it wasn't being directed right.
It wasn't a scene.
It wasn't. Well, no, and this ain't no fucking no cuss to anyone. But there wasn't a business behind it.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't like this.
No, the business is the scene. The scene's the business. That's what I'm saying. You get me? That's what man got to realize. Like when you check it out in like, all right, for any structure, like in London, the structure is you got Grime Daily, you got Link Up TV, you got SPTV. Yeah. You got to put your thing on there. Your thing pops on there. You blow up. You put your thing on your own channel, you do your thing. Yeah. That's the formula. Like that's the blueprint for the setup. There's no blueprint here of how do you come through or go through, or there's and also you see because by them doing that, they've been able to control the paper side of things, because it's like the Grime Daily, they got their KA awards. They're giving their artists plaques when they're doing their thing. Yeah. They're obviously getting money from their streams. Obviously, it's like a boost for them on the platform. Obviously, people's paying for their videos to go on there, but I'm sure that when they're working with certain artists that they're working with, that they got signed, because they're actually a label, innit? Yeah. I'm sure it's not the same.
Is it a label?
It's a label as well. That's what I'm saying. So it like you got to realize there's a business in it. So they're going to be, the artists are going to be looked after. If you want these artists, their household name in that scene of that they've built, innit? But like in Briss, there's all these artists, their household names, but because we ain't got no control within the scene of, we don't really have no say in what's going on. It is like, it will be things like, you got artists coming from America, and then you got someone from London on the bill supporting. It's like, how does that work? You could never go to London and see that happen. They would kick right off. Well, you think that what man from Bristol could come up there and play on that, and they can't play? Do you get what I'm saying? And it would be things like, all right then, man wasn't even on the bill. But you didn't. Man was you want man to pay to come in. Man is fucking artists. Man is the people in your city that's making your city big. We're like, support your people. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I see it all, like even down to the structure of the festivals. It'll be like they'll put you on at some idiot time, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ain't no one getting the festival till 5 o'clock.
Do you reckon with Briss? Do you reckon like
stupid time?
It's true though. It's true.
And it's like, you should be happy that we put you on. You should be happy and appreciate that I'm bringing something to your table. I'm bringing something to the culture. But it's because I'm doing it for the love of the culture, but you're doing it for the P, obviously. So it doesn't really. You're just like, you know what I'm saying?
It'll never work together.
It doesn't.
Do you think with Bristol, that because it's like, it's not it's not a fucking like tiny city, but it's quite small, and there's so many students there here.
It's a massive city with a small space.
It is, yeah, but like because there's such a like an influx of people from outside of Bristol.
Yeah.
Like, say when an artist comes through, like obviously you'll have your ends backing you, but the people that have come to the city won't necessarily back the artist unless it's pushed in their face because they're not from there and they haven't seen unless they're told to do it.
Yeah, but
so maybe like,
but the thing is like also, this is the only place that I come to. If you could probably ask 10 people who they think that like who do they think's the best or whatever, and like, bud, I probably guarantee you that 8 of them is none of us.
Yeah,
it's probably someone from out of town.
That's what I'm
saying.
And
it's like, but it's
that's
like
exactly
it's because man's mindset and mentality is wrong.
Yeah.
When you go London or you go Manchester or you go Brum, man is telling you about Mist and JK, blood. Yeah. Man ain't telling you about you can't be telling man about Bristol or London. And you go London. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So but is that because Bristol's got so many students from other places and so many other people that it's not like in Brum. Nah. It's a bigger city, so it's like
but it's
everyone gets behind Brum.
It's not the students. The students is the money. They're the platform for us.
Yeah, but they come and go. That's what I'm saying.
But that's even more so that they're the money. That means every season there's a new fresh batch of people to sell man stuff to.
But maybe that's why the promoters are scared to back the local people because they.
But why though?
I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking.
Because then you'd make the city bigger. You'll actually put more money in the city, and then
100%.
we'll be able to do more things. All these things, all these podcast things, all this stuff, this got to come out of your pocket. It's got to come out of my pocket. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't have to be that way because man is contributing to the scene. So we're supposed to be getting some form of something back. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. We need that. Like, there needs to be some sort of commercial backing. Because we talked about this before, that like Bristol lacks that, like,
it's always lacked
even like I mean, there are certain heads like Sip the Juice and that will. You know what I mean? They'll get a big American act and they'll put us on and like they'll put Bristol artists on and shit. Well, and there are heads that do it, but
no, I rate that.
We kind of need like a fucking a lot of money. Yeah. Like, say if I was to win a lottery.
Basically what I'm saying, people don't blackball me. But what I'm trying to say is every venue in Bristol, that has some sort of act that comes down. By default, they should have a support act from Bristol.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, it's not.
Because
that's the way it should be.
And that should be your policy. And you should be telling those promoters that we have a duty of care to support our city and scene, and that's what we have to do. I'm not saying that they can't still have their own support, but we at least have one person. That's not much to ask. It's just that's what it should be. Whether it's at O2, whether it's at Motion, wherever it is. Look, do you get what I'm trying to say? That should just be the standard policy anywhere. That's what it should be.
It shouldn't have to be asked for.
And it shouldn't even be asked. It shouldn't have to be said. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm saying it.
No, it's true, man. It's true.
It's a fucking fact, man.
Big facts.
Trust me.
Yeah, it needs to, like, I don't know. I've always thought that it's weird. Like, I don't understand how there's so much talent in Briss. Like, so much talent in Briss. There's so much music coming out of Briss. But there's no, like, there's no Red Bull Studios here.
No, there's nothing.
There's no fucking, like, Adidas doing a fucking like regular nights or some shit like that. It's no like
for each individual.
No, but this is what you see what you're saying. Yeah, I real get what you're saying. But you see, if man did that thing when man build that thing like that, because you build, they will come. Like you will have the following and all the stuff that you need to go to those people to get that. Because you just got to go to these people with statistics, because that's what they're interested in. What's your stats? What's your following? What your sales? What are your streams? Do you get me? Oh, this is good. Yeah. Oh, we're invest. We'll do a. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we'll do a party with you. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it, but we're not gonna get that unless we all. And it all got to be the same agenda because, like you said, Bristol's not that big. It's not. So it is basically a big family. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yeah, we do need to build off that, man. I think you're fucking totally right. Like the more we build together as Bristol, the better it's gonna be for all of us, man.
I don't know, man. I reckon we should do something at least like once or twice a year. Once a year, a big fucking show out, blood. A big showcase at like a big place. Yeah. Everyone that does this thing, that would be crazy. All the students would love that, bruv.
Yeah.
Everyone would love that.
That's
even just
shout,
the Bristol, like just everyone.
That's a real good show.
That's
the thing.
What we all chipped in, like say OR, Green Brick Records, Split Profits.
Just once a year. Just get everyone
on the bill. Do a daytime festival.
Just do it. That's
Bristol
what
music.
I'm saying, and just start, and then like man make money from that, and man start using that to, like, what do we need to build this scene to make it better? Like, what we need another podcast.
To be fair, like,
we need something else, like, because otherwise, how we generated, we need to create this revenue. Man need to make this. That's what it is. It's there. It's there for man. Man need to. There. That's what I'm saying. The structure. That's what. You get me?
Yeah, comes back to it.
It comes back to that word, man. Structure, man.
It's true. The money's there already, like
it is, and it's building.
High Focus will turn up and no part of them. But that's
what I'm saying. That's why I rate them. And do you know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, there you go. There's a blueprint. There's a blueprint there for you to follow. It works. It's proven. You can see it works. That man has got it sewn off. In their student fan base. Their student fan base, it's a core following. That is a cult following. Do you get what I'm saying? Like every student more or less knows about. If they know about hip hop, that's who they know about. Blow Records, or do you know what I'm 616, or do you know what I'm saying? High Focus, like that's what I'm saying. But we could do that. We could control that in our quarter, and that could spread because like you said, these people come and go. Yeah. So that's all it is. Yeah. These people that come through, they come and go, and that's what spreads.
I think a festival could be a real
good but that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, don't want to just going crazy and just spend mad pee on a festival. So that's what I'm saying, that night thing, doing it like that, and maybe do like a day and night thing, and just do something, and maybe make a bit of coin to just start the fest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just build it like that. Trust me, bruv. Like, I think, man, you build it, they will come, man. Trust me. That's my motto.
Nah, definitely, man. I think it's essential, like, especially with everyone being on the business mind shit now, man. I think it can be like, there's a space for us all to fucking make some serious
100%.
and make the scene even stronger here, because we need to do it. And I think you're right. I've always I've never really, I mean, I've thought about that to a certain extent, but like we tried with Crudely Cut before, bringing loads of people together and stuff, and like for me that just didn't really work how I kind of envisioned. But I think everyone was at a different stage in life. That it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. Not everyone was ready for it.
It's a fresh part of the learning curve.
Yeah, it's a fresh idea. It's like it is all part of the learning curve.
And obviously, if you lot didn't do that, probably some of you wouldn't have gone on to do other things. Yeah. So everything's all relative. Man, need all those little experiences.
It all happens for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah, man, 100%, bro. Like, because man's looking to make a documentary still.
Yeah.
What
are you gonna do it with?
Well, I'm talking to my brethren called
Mike Jenkins.
Yeah.
He's sick, man. He's just got his first BBC show.
Yeah. And started his own production company recently.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mike's a fucking G, man.
Lodo, isn't it?
Yeah, Lodo.
Yeah. Shouts out to him, man.
Yeah, so hopefully we get that sorted out, because I know he's a busy man now, you know, just and that. But basically it's called Do You Have to Move to London to Make It in the Music Industry? That's what it's called.
Sick.
I'm just gonna basically go around, interview some people, interview yourself, ask you what do you think about that, ask you what do you think about that, try and get some radio presenters.
It's a good question, man.
I know.
Like, just that in itself.
I really think that as well, and I want to actually interview some people in London too, but I also want to interview some people that have moved to London for music, and ask them, has it made a physical difference to them? Do they think, and you know, like just in general, do they feel that if they didn't move there, would that have had that impact? And do you know what I mean? Was it worth it? But also, I wanna get people that haven't moved and that are doing well. Yeah. Because some people feel they don't have to move, and do you know what I mean? Because I think like success is relative as well. But to be honest, the reason why I just actually wanted to do it was just to shed a bit of light on it, and just to give people, like I say, a bit of food for thought, just an open question, and let people actually think about it. And maybe maybe
that might turn some record execs' heads and shit.
And also maybe it might, you know, because sometimes, you know, like we're all guilty of like doing stuff without even noticing it, and until someone like says it to you, you're like, oh yeah, like shit, like, I didn't really think of it like that, like yeah. So now you're a bit more conscious of it. You might make that more of an effort because it's just things like, alright, we're on BBC introducing Southwest. That's not Radio 1 Extra. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's always separate and segregated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
You did Abbey Road, didn't it? After that, did you do?
Oh yeah, I done Made of Vale still.
Made of Vale, sorry, Made
yeah,
of Vale.
that's hard,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
hard.
Yeah,
bro, that's
hats off, brother.
That is
shout out
actually
BBC
like,
introducing. You get me for hitting me up for
yeah,
that, man.
That's a special one, man.
That's a bucket list you probably didn't even know about. But
Nah, I didn't. I wasn't even ready for that one.
It just happened.
Yeah, it was all mad. Like, man was in that room. Man was just like, just before man was about to do the thing. Now he was like, yeah, like, just so you know, man, like, this is a special room, like, you know, like,
bare hits.
John Lennon's been in here, Jay-Z's been in here, Rihanna's been in here. Yeah, like, you know that beat, you know that Steal Your Soul.
Made of Vale sessions.
You know, the man from the beat, Paul McCartney from the Beatles. I was like, yo,
whoa,
just before my bar. He's like, you ready now? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, man, it was.
Nah, man. I remember when I first clocked that, I was like, "That's a fucking respectful moment."
Yeah, really dope experience.
Off, man,
like I felt privileged because they don't even pick hip hop.
Yeah.
You get it?
No, I know.
So I was like, yo, like, oh, for real? Like, yeah. I would love to come there and record that, and you know.
I think only Roots Maneuver has done one. That's the only other person that's done hip hop there.
You serious?
Yeah, I think so. I might be wrong, like fact checkers and all that. Sorry, but yeah, I think.
Just get some angry people. Like,
yeah, I might be wrong.
No way.
What the fuck you on about? Like, I was here.
Yeah, the bloggers gonna get you.
They gonna get me.
String you up.
They wait. They wait to pounce. You know, they're the hyenas.
I do have a memory of that being a thing. Like I think Roots Maneuver did it as well.
Yeah, it's a special thing, man. It's it's an honor for any artist from any genre, like so.
No, 100%, man. And to be honest, I would say, since that happened as well, I started seeing a lot more people getting played on BBC Introducing, and a lot more coming through, and it
probably opened up a little.
It was good to see, like, yo, like they're starting to notice Briss a bit more, but you know they can always do a bit more. I'm saying, like, Radio 1 Extra. They need to be playing, man, as well. I reckon. That's what I think.
I think so too, bruv. Because
One Extra's murder, man. It's like, if you can play the same song 5 times in 2 hours, surely you could get one Bristol song.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, surely once.
Like, once.
Yeah.
I think like what we were saying on the last podcast about Jay-Z, he just basically back in the day, him and yet again forget his name.
Dame Dash.
Apparently they had so much pee that they're like, right, fuck it, we're gonna set up a call center. Yeah, set up a call center.
Yeah.
And had like 20 people or whatever in this call center on the phones all day, calling up radio stations saying play Jay-Z. And all the radio stations were like, what the fuck? Like, who's this guy Jay-Z?
So
like, and they had so much money, they'd go to shows and just throw out cash and shit.
That's business.
But yeah.
That's business minds, man. Because that was the days that stunting got people's attentions. Yeah. Like, man was balling, pulling up to the club, and it put up
chucking money in people's faces.
Yeah, man. But like, music's evolved so much, man. It's crazy now, because at one time you could just do music, bro. You have to be doing videos. You have to be doing shows.
The whole time has changed.
Like, the dynamics is streams now. Like we're lucky that we do hip hop, because vinyls and CDs, and it's precious to these guys. But blood, in the other world, blood, yo, you ain't getting them streams. You ain't getting no dollars, man. You get me?
And even if you get streams in all like dance music and that type of thing, you get streams for 1 week and then your tune's dead.
Yeah,
like literally.
But that's like.
Yeah, but they make money then, because they got
do
a big
for that.
market.
But if it gets playlisted and it gets whatever,
but
it's a lot easier to get a dance track played on Radio 1 than it is to get a fucking underground hip hop track.
I mean, the impact's less. Like, it's like for 1 week and then it's dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Also with hip hop as
But they
well,
probably
you
put
get
out
like a
one for the
core
week.
fan base.
Yeah.
If you're like a
get
rapper
some-
that's
right.
spoken to someone, because with hip hop you quite often you speak to people
Yeah, that's right.
on a level where they
Yeah.
relate to you. So
that's right.
if
But
you
if you
relate
think
to them
about-
and then
yeah,
they
yeah.
meet you at a show or they see you at a show and you spot them and you have a good relationship with
That's
them,
cool, yeah.
then they will be your fan for fucking ever.
Yeah,
Nah, for
absolutely.
real.
And they will watch
Yeah.
what you do. Whereas
But if
with
you think
dance
when you
music,
listen to music of hip hop when you was just listening and not writing,
yeah,
you relate to the lyrics of a tune. That's why you like it, innit? So
Yeah.
it's the same when you're doing a tune. Like,
Nah,
Yeah.
but that's what
And
I'm
it-
saying.
That's
Nah, but
sick.
that, like, you see what you're saying about them. That's, to me, that's when they become, they're a supporter.
yeah,
They're not a
right,
fan. They're a
yeah.
supporter.
Yeah,
You
support the
support me. You show up to every gig. You, as soon as the CD drops, you cop. Like you
Yeah.
support me
Yeah.
because you're supporting me.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
literally.
saying? You're not
Feeding
you're not
me
a
and my
fan
family.
anymore. Just like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like now you actually you putting money in my pocket. You get me?
Yeah.
I got to have love and admiration for you, man, because that means you must believe in me to a certain extent to even.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Look how much stuff there is you could buy, but you took the time out.
Yeah.
To, I'm like, yeah, man, I love that, bro. Trust me,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a big thing, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a humbling thing
Nah,
as well.
trust me, bro.
I can't hack artists that treat their supporters and fans
it's-
like bad. It's like, bro, come on, man. They're like literally like you wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them.
yeah.
You'd be in your bedroom or in the studio making
Or you'd
music.
be there
Yeah,
and
but-
it'd be an
and-
empty
it'd be
room.
an empty
Yeah, but,
room.
no,
Yeah.
but the thing is like it doesn't make sense because who do you make it for?
Yeah.
'Cause would you make it for yourself? Because if you do, then just
You
keep
don't
it
need
in
to
your
do
bedroom.
anything else.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're putting
Yeah.
out this music to the world, to these
Yeah.
people. Like treat these people right. That's paying you for your music and supporting. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? It's custom, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I reckon that's changed with accessibility, like how people nowadays they want to know like where you eat, like where you sleep,
Yeah.
like how you fucking
Instagram
roll your
stories.
joint,
Yeah.
like whatever they. So if you give them all that shit,
Mm.
then they're more inclined to come up to you and talk to you because they feel like they know you more.
Mm.
Back in the day, there was more of a separation from artists
Yeah.
Yeah,
because there
definitely.
wasn't the internet. So people, it was almost like these people
Yeah.
are untouchable.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Artists
right.
now,
like-
it's like
And
we're
that's-
all
you're
on the same.
reachable.
Yeah.
And that's the thing as well, is like the because I remember when I was growing up, when we used to get the magazines that used to give you the lowdown on the album, and basically you supported it based on what they were saying, whether
Yeah.
they would so they get
Yeah.
it first, they do the reviews,
And they tell
then
you what it's
get
all
it,
about.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And like there would be times where like the album was meant to drop and you went to the shop and it's not there and then it's pushed back. It's like what the you know what I'm saying? Like when man was younger and man didn't know what these people looked like, so like you had like an idea in your head of how someone would look because
Yeah.
the voice sounded husky and you're thinking, oh my man must be a beast, you get me? And then when you see my man later on the video, it's just some small little guy who was like, yo, what? No way, you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, but like it
That's what adds to the anyone can do it thing, innit, man?
Yeah.
yeah, but
When you see someone who's normal like you.
no, but they can't.
No, I know,
Anyone
but
can.
I mean the idea of it.
People gotta get that out their head. But I'm just gonna be honest. Not anyone can do it.
No, I know, but I mean the idea
either,
of it.
You either
You
got
either
it
can or you can't,
you,
yeah.
you ain't, bruv.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
No, 100%.
You get me? I don't really think there's like no in between. Like you obviously, people can improve and all that because we all will improve. We all got better over time, but we all at the core at the beginning we still had bars. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like and man took this serious. There was a difference between man just in the
Spitting
park
and-
spitting bars.
Yeah.
Man's got songs, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Choruses, hooks, proper.
When do you reckon that
formulated
happened
tracks.
to you?
Do you know what I'm saying? Huh? When did that happen for me?
Like, yeah, I mean the difference of spitting bars and then,
you
and
know
then
what?
making songs and
To be honest, the first proper album that I done. I wanna.
what in that style?
Do you know what?
Fair
Do you know what?
perspective, isn't
I'm gonna tell you the first project that I actually did, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to I Am Entertainment. The first proper
Yeah.
project with hooks and verses was I Am Wish. I Am Wish.
Is that still available?
I haven't heard
Is it
Bruv,
on?
that is not even.
No, I've
You
not
know,
heard that.
Hood Legends. That's that's like Plastic Wallet days. Like, yo, my CD man, please. You know what I'm saying? Fam, like that's back in the day, man. You get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then because Dad, you know what, bud? Man's catalog's quite like long, but it's just that I might have to start re-uploading, man. Just some old stuff.
Yeah, you should.
You get me?
Because there's like I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
I've not heard that one.
I'd love to hear it, man.
Because I had Rise of the Foot Soldier. See, done like
What was that? Rise of the Foot? Was that with Vard?
Nah, that was just I'd done that with Van Damme. I had a couple features.
I'm thinking of that because you had all the camo and shit on.
No, that was World War 3.
That was it, World War 3.
I've done World War 3 with Vard.
That shit was hard, man.
Yeah, the real EP as well. And then Third Perspective. Then the last project I dropped was Boombap, innit? Yeah, Boombap to the Future, B.
Yeah, and that was a fucking crazy album too, man.
Yeah, wicked. The launch party as well. That was.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, man. I shot a
heavy.
video for that. Obviously, the Waves Coming is out now. Check that out, man. Fisher Recordings YouTube channel and that. But yeah,
you've still got a few videos to drop for that, don't it?
One more.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
The one. Jesus.
Done the teaser.
Yeah, it's probably like
it's a good time.
The best, like easily one of the best like videos I've seen from the UK.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like even like just in general, like the whole fucking.
Respect, man. I appreciate that, man.
It's hard, man.
But you know, a lot of time and effort went into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to my brethren Joey and that. And shout out to my brethren Frass, because my brethren Frass introduced me to Joey and he made that happen. Like, he had that vision. Like, so I big him up for that still, because he don't even do music, so he didn't even have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, he just said, yo, bruv, got a brethren, Vlad. He's a sick film guy. He works at the BBC. You two need to link up. Like, trust me, you need to link up. Like, he just kept saying it all the time. Then we went out one day, he's like, Blood, that's my brethren, you know, that's my brethren. Like, we went out and that must have went motion and that. Like, then come back to the yard, we was just drinking, chatting, like, was playing him some tunes and that. He's listening, he's like, yeah, cool, but you're already saying that, and you know those ones, like, so, and then, like, he left, innit? And then, like, me and Frass was just chilling, and then, like, basically, I just heard a knock at the door, innit? And then I was like, hey, who the fuck's that? Like, then open the door, it was Joey, innit? He's like, oh yeah, like, would I just be able to like have a copy of this project, like, cause I like it, man. I think I'll shoot some videos for it, man. I'll be down, you get me? But we'll have to talk a bit more. But let me just marinate, sit on it, and I'll pick 3 that I think that maybe we can. And we'll go from there. You get me? And then like. I never heard from him for about 3 months, you get me? You see me, but I fucking hate giving people my shit, especially when he's not done. So I was thinking, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was a bad-minded man. I was like, yo, this prick, man, he's maybe give him the project, he even hollered, man, you get me? Like, some joke thing, you get me? Oh, he's got my project, no attorney, yeah, you get me? And then, God, he just messaged me one day, he's like, yo, shout me, and shouted him. He's like, oh yeah, just come down to my office, I just want to show you something, you get me? Come down to the office, blood, man just had some treatment, drawed up the video schedule, everything stacks. He said, blood, I picked Science, I like these other 2 tunes, I think this is the strongest one, I just had a mad vision for it, everything.
So he'd already like drawn out a storyboard
he had it all, he paid someone to do the treatment already, like, so, you see me in it, like, I'm a man of like integrity, and you see, for a man to come to me with something of mine, and he's already putting in P's, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? And it's not even about the money. Yeah. It's just about the way that man came to me. Yeah. I felt like he cared about it as much as I did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he put in money just to you. Like.
Yeah. And like, even shout out to Joe, because buddy, we're putting P's to the vids as well, bro. Real talk, because, bird, it cost a heavy stack, fam, and it cost more than it was meant to cost. And he was like, bro, obviously, I told you it was this P, so. This P in it, I just have to deal with that.
And he just covered it for you.
Dealt with it, but
that's a real guy right there.
Real guy, bro. You get me?
That's
proper
fucking
guy,
sick, man.
You get me? Proper guy, like, you know what I mean? And like, the thing is as well is like, it's weird because it actually showed me that like people just
will
come
invest
in.
as well.
No, but you know what? People like. It's weird. People who are just come in your life for reasons that you don't even know to help you, and you might not even know why. Because you gotta think. I know people all my whole life that like you consider maybe friends or whatever. Like they say they support her, but they probably like they're the same people that would be like, yo, they want to come to your thing for free, and I know Wish, and you know what I'm saying. Like I don't really know my man from nowhere, but it's because he's got a different mindset. He had a clear vision.
He invested into that.
He invested into that. Obviously, like don't get it twisted. He had his own reasons to
Agenda,
do it. And he told man, he said, blood, like I'm launching my film company. I'm using this to launch it. This is gonna be like he said. I'm gonna use this to sell it to get more. Like and so it was worth his investment because he got something off it too. But what it's gonna do for me? Woo, yeah, man.
Have you shot that round to like channel? Are you just dropping that on OR? Yeah.
Bruv, do you know what it is, bruv? Like I've tried to shop it around. It's just you know what? I've just decided to drop it on OR.
I reckon
just pay for a PR campaign.
Yeah.
Get the marketing.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Do it on your own thing.
I did that with the waves coming as well, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick, blatantly blunt, man. He puts in that real work still.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Is like instead of giving someone else the views and like not blowing up your own channel, put it on your own channel and then put P into a PR thing. That's the fucking way, man. Yeah, especially with that, because it's like it's such a high quality standard of video that like it'd be a shame for it to go anywhere else.
But also, it's like you should be at least investing, I would say, 1/5 of whatever you spent on a video on the campaign, really and truly, because it in order. The thing is as well, it depends what you want to get from it. Like what are you looking to get from it? How are you weighing it up? Because for me, this is the last video for the project. This is the icing on the cake for me. But also, it sets a presidency for how I've got to come into the next thing. So it's like, I've now got to do a bit more work again because. Now I got the ball sat there, so I got to start shooting videos for that. Got the ill team, start shooting for like, you know what I mean.
Never
so
ending.
it doesn't, never ending build. But it's like
stops.
You gotta keep investing in yourself, and I suppose if you can actually see that something's coming from it, like if you can see something's happening. And I won't say it just happens overnight, because to me,
but
like,
if you spot
man's been doing it all my life. This all been building up to where man is at now. You get me? But at the same time, it's like if you're looking to do it as a career, like not a hobby, a career, then mate, you gotta have your shit straight. Like it's a business now, innit? You're a business, and you gotta know how to market yourself. You gotta know how to sell yourself, and you gotta know how to conduct yourself as well. Because
it's a big part of it.
It's a very big part of it, because in this place it's so small and clicky and tiny. Your name's like it goes. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get blackballed. Like we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? Like. Not being able to go to a club or something over nothing,
from
and
one thing,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and remember that's your career. That's how you make your money. So if you can't go to these places, you cannot eat. You know what I'm saying? And a big part of it is shows, because I think that's what people forget as well. Everyone's so constant. Never gem I'm dropping for these people.
Shows is where the money's at as well.
Listen, these streams and all that, to me. That's all bollocks. Yeah. That's all a facade. Yeah. My views and streams, that doesn't even amount and equate to my following and my fan base. Not at all in the slightest. It couldn't do, because I wouldn't. If it did, then I would be living off streams. But I'm not living off streams. I'm living off merch, shows. You know what I'm saying? That's what's keeping man going, and the merch is a big part of it. I tell man, every time man go to a show, man bring a vinyl, couple t-shirts, a hoodie, even if one or two go, and you get paid as well. You know what I'm saying? You got it's a hustle, man.
That's what's kept like SP when we kind of went quiet for a bit. That's what kept our ball rolling. Is the merch, man. Like you need money for a release. It's like shouts to Bad Habits as well, because Bad Habits came with that PlayStation T,
that's the one, bro,
and that shit just went woo, gone in the night. Did a repress, gone in the night.
Yeah,
like literally just gone.
First time I seen it, PSSP, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it was genius. He was like,
Yeah,
come round, I got something to show you. I was like,
I-
oh yeah.
I knew that was gonna pop. Like, the first time I saw it, I
Yeah, it's fucking, it is
fuck's
fucking
sake,
genius,
that's
man.
gonna- yeah.
But that is it. The merch is a big thing. But I think with streams, like, the more projects you have out and the more shows you do, the more people will stream your shit.
Yeah.
And the more money you'll get from it.
No, but when I say that bullshit, I shouldn't say that bullshit. I take that back. What I'm saying is, man is concentrating on that. That's the end result. You got to build up to get that.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna, by having the catalogue, when they come back to it, that's what's gonna get you the keys. When they come back to 4, 5, 6 projects.
Yeah.
From before,
Streams,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So just build it up. That's what you got to concentrate on, building it up, and you're gonna get your fan base. Even if you go to a show and you only get 1 or 2 fans every time, there's 2 new people that supporting your thing. I make sure I engage everywhere I go. Speak to people. I take the time out. You know what I mean? And let them know. Yeah, I'm on Spotify. I'm on whatever they. Do you know what I mean? Instant, whatever. However I can to get out there, innit? Because that's what it is. I'm selling myself, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's it, man. It's a hard game to play, man, but I think, like, what you're doing is fucking sick.
Nah, bless, man.
And,
you're doing it well, man.
Yeah, certain ways to go about it, and you're definitely doing it the right way. I think we've got to get some more shit going. Yeah. Definitely, man. Me and you've got some shit. We started, and then it was just like live.
I know. I got something to do with up front as well.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on a couple of features for this Ill-Informed album. I got a couple of nice features on there.
Yeah. And is that secret you keeping?
Any spoilers?
Nah.
Keep it under wraps.
I got it. Nah, like obviously I'll tell you a couple of usual suspects, you know, innit? Obviously, like Bailey's is on there. You got Daddy on there. Got Glock on there. Got my cousin Tack on there.
Is that your cousin?
Yeah.
So you did a recent tune with Tack and Bugsy.
Yeah,
right.
That's my cousin, man.
Yeah.
Who else I got on there? Verbs, G-Bag.
Oh yeah, G-Bag's sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to G-Bag and Verbs.
Yeah. Waiting on a verse of Beav.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see him last night as
well.
well,
Yeah, man. Trust me. Yeah, man.
Oh, Beav, like he's a savage, man. Like I got a little sneak preview of some of the new Owl shit, man, and his like him on the new Owl shit, just like
going in.
Boy, like the best shit. Like honestly, the best shit I've heard from him. It's sick, man.
Nah, it's good. It's good. The scene's in a healthy place, man. It feels like everyone's
doing their thing, innit?
Doing their thing. It's just like I said, innit? Structure, man. Yeah. I'm just trying to lock in, like, and just stick around with the people that got the same vision, and just trying to push that agenda, and hopefully people will see it happening and follow, you know, because sometimes man got to see it happening.
It's inspiring, isn't it? In that way, it's infectious, definitely.
Yeah, like
I think a lot of people are seeing that, like, almost like it's not a blueprint, but like a plan of how to do things, innit? Once you got a plan, you can do anything, innit?
There is a certain blueprint though. There is a few certain things that you have to do to make something happen. And you don't have to go straight down the line. You can go this way, and this way, and so long as you hit all those bullet points.
That's what I was saying earlier about being stacked up, innit? Like before you drop. That's
one of the main ones. That's one of the main things you'd like. And I've been a fucking like a perpetrator of that.
You're a writer though. You write a lot. You got quite a lot of projects. Like
I got a lot of projects, but like say my work rate right now ain't nothing like a 16 a day. There's times where, but then I went to France a while back and I did 6 tracks in 2 days, recorded, made an EP, boom.
That's what they say.
But it's like it's the time.
It takes you 15 years to be able to do 6 tracks.
Obviously,
like you can't just do that.
No, you can't just do that.
You're though, innit? You're big dog now.
Pop star.
You get me? But right now, like for me, that's all I got going. So I live in the studio. The studio is like yard. I wake up, bam, get the rockets on, get it popping. That's how I start my morning.
I'm jealous, bro.
I'm jealous as well.
Bro, do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what's the maddest thing, fam? It sometimes it's like a gift and a curse, fam. I swear to man, because it's like I spend a lot of time there on my own, a lot of time, and you know, probably maybe too much time, but it's how I'm getting what I'm getting right now, and this shit's fire and it's working. So I'm like, boy, you get me? Just keep doing it, innit? Because at the end of the day, like, this is what man's been doing it for. Everything that we've been doing has been building up for this. So it's like, now man is getting noticed, and that this is the time when man gotta start firing the real stuff. Like,
you gotta fucking strike while the iron's hot, man. Like, heat that iron up and then strike.
Because that's why it's key to be stocked up, because the point of the game is you're supposed to always be ready. Do you know what I'm saying? A man could come to me tomorrow and say, yo, got peas on the table. I could be like, I got projects on the table, baby. Not like, yo, like, give me a month. Give me a couple months to get back to you. Peas gone, but we took it. You get it? Like, you gotta be ready in it, because it's your craft, innit? It's that real kung fu shit, innit? You better be ready for that fight any time. You get me? Real crane, baby. You get me? Trust me, man.
100%, man.
Hence, wish master, baby. You get me? Yeah. But yeah, man.
Do you find your creative process is like on your own a lot more? Like when you're writing or
a lot of my own. I like to be, but do you know what? Like, I can have people around, but I like to be in isolated spaces.
I'm the same when I make beats. I have to be isolated
it's because I can't have no external influence. Like, I need to be locked in that. Like, you know, like, and I kind of got a weird writing process. Like, I listen to a beat for kind of long, and then I can't listen to it no more, because I could just it in my head better, and it's easier for me to write. The beat's actually starting to put me off now. I can't think of what I want to say now. So now I just turn that off, and I've like somehow got the beat in my mind, the pattern so I can do the flow that I want to do, and it's just there. I'm like, and then I'll have to like go back to the beat to play it to check if it sounds hot on that, and then I'll be like, it's not that. It's mad still, but it works, innit, man?
That's my process, bro. That's the process. That's the process I take as well, bro. Exactly that, And now a lot of the time, I'll listen to the beat like a load. So
much so you can't hear it no more.
Well, or I'll just listen to it. Maybe like listen to it. I've got the first bar. And once I've got the first bar, the first two bars, I switch off the beat. And I just like in my head, and then I'll do exactly that. I'll go back to it, and I'll be like, okay, 4 bars in, I'll be like, I'll quickly play it, and then 8 bars in or whatever, or 6, just to check it's still working, or if something sounds better with the tone. It's exactly how I do it, man. Also, do you do it with just like, say you heard a beat yesterday, or even sometimes I'll hear a track, like especially when I'm traveling, if I'm going to do shows or something, I'll hear a track or like I'll hear a beat, and then say I'm on a fucking like I don't know, my headphones broken, or I don't feel like listening to it. I just write without a beat. Because as soon as you have the fucking, if you've got rhythm,
you got that,
and you got in your head, it's just there. You don't need the beat once it's
without a beat.
Because you've got a body clock. That's you trained yourself to have this fucking
hip hop body clock.
Hip hop body clock, but.
Like, obviously, when you get them nasty dusky loops from Ill and stuff, you just you get me, or you get that Bailey's funk, you're just like,
Sometimes you get a beat, it's so easy to write to. I've had beats before, like it just comes through and it's just like straight back. And sometimes you get a collaboration where someone's already set off a track and they've got like a concept for it, and sometimes that shit's hard, man. Sometimes it's like
I haven't got nothing to think about that particular subject right this second.
And it gets a bit difficult. Sometimes it's easy because it's just like I recently did a track with Joe Public and Scorsese. That military minded track, and like he sent me the track, and it was just like
that's mad. Scorsese's on there.
Clicked, bruv. I was so gassed. I fucking love that guy, man. Like he's always been one of my favorite. I still haven't seen it yet.
Has he not been like doing much recently?
No.
Like for ages.
Not for years. That's what I mean. That's why it's a mad thing. He went dead.
I didn't even know my mum was still about.
Nah, he went dead, and then the film come out, innit?
Yeah.
And then he went just dead again.
Yeah, but he's one of the sickest rappers in England, hands down. He's fucking a murderer.
Yeah, I know.
He's nuts.
He's fucking sick.
So yeah, it's an honour. But yeah, I got that beat, and it was just like instant. Yeah, but yeah, it depends really. I suppose it's a funny one. That. How we all feeling? How we feeling from that?
I'm feeling good, you know, bro. Yeah. Trust me, man.
Yeah, I feel alright.
I'm feeling alright, man.
I ducked out of there early last night, so I'm not.
I was cleaning up. Fucking. I was like, give me a fucking bag there.
I didn't have a gig in it at 51, so.
Is it?
Yeah. One there.
Shout out Mike Wiley.
Mike Wiley and that Goldie and that. Right, man. It's a little grime 140 garage. All that.
What, straight afterwards?
Well, I kind of left like halfway through. Like I left literally just after Ill-Informed and them lot. Like, yeah, because I had to get to my set, innit? But yeah, man, I enjoyed it though, man. It was a lively night, man.
It was good
energy,
shit,
man. Good energy.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna try and do one like once every 3 months, once every 4 months.
Nah, you should, bruv. Because that's what I'm saying. Even those things, just by doing that, you're taking back creative ownership. Yeah. You get me? Because this belongs to you. Yeah. This is something that you're in control of.
That's what we're talking about earlier. That's the same in them big jams, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And the reality of it is that these corporate people need us because we are the scene. Yeah. So really and truly, they need to be working with us. But if they're not going to, we don't need to work with you because we are the scene. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight.
Like, so either it's gonna happen, but you might as well get involved because we're gonna make money. So you might as well get involved and make some because you can probably help make a lot more, and you make some more as well. But either way, it's gonna happen because the talents here is all formulating. It's just a big pot cooking right now. It's brewing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad, man.
It's getting hot right now. Yeah,
it is, bruv. I'm hyped about it. So much shit. Like,
still lacking the infrastructure though, innit?
Say that again.
Still lacking the infrastructure.
Yeah, but I think what we're just saying, like how we've got to kind of build it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, because
if we are building it, like these like the podcast, shout out to you lot, blood. Like these are taking steps to, you know what I'm saying? Like do this, innit? Like this is a platform now that we've got something that you can interview and speak to people, and you know what I mean. People that's got things coming out, and people can find out. There's a hub now for people to find out about what's going on in Bristol. So yeah, man, shout out to yourselves, but trust me, bro. Like,
safe, man. Yeah, I think it's been and shouts to Crazy as well because he's kind of got that to a certain extent with the Word Life show, but there's restrictions on it.
Big up Crazy,
like,
and do you know why he's sick as well? Because it's like he keeps himself relevant. He was doing the shows. Now he's on the radio. He's the radio guy, but like without him, that's the bridge and platform. There you go, another place, a hub. You know that every day on Tuesday you're gonna hear music from Bristol. That's what I'm saying. It's all these things. These are all links in the in the puzzle. You get me? That man need to be connecting. So maybe it might take for something like a me, a you, a Mary, a Crazy, and link up, and because these are all elements that man need to bring together. He's got the radio platforms, man got the artists, man's got the music, man got the, you know what I'm saying, man's got between us we got the event skills, and man need to, you know what I'm saying, like we were saying earlier about this, maybe this day and night party or festival, like just
I think what I really want to do is fucking like have like a monthly meal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where like a few of us sit down around the table, a fucking restaurant.
That's right.
All sit down, have a nice meal, have some food, have a beer, whatever, and just talk business.
That's right. Because
do you know what I mean?
It's a family.
Yeah.
Everybody's in it to make something, and we all need to work together to get this bread. So we got to be on the same page, or it's not gonna work. So that's exactly right. Man should be meeting at least.
We should do it. We should organise that, and like not like. Obviously, it's a fucking dumb example, but say like how the Masons work, you know what I mean? Like the Masons, but on a basic level, like the basic Masons in Bristol, who like I know dudes who are in the Masons. Like my uncle got an offer to be in the Masons. They just go there and they share business. Basically, it's a group of people that keep business within their group.
Circle. Yeah. And but that's how you circle wealth. Yeah. When you have an infrastructure and you keep it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like. It's supposed to be between us, and if anyone else is coming external, they gotta pay. That's like the big ones as well, because you want what we got to offer. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Rather than us feeling like we should be happy that you offered us. Like, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Straight power to you. Power to the scene, man.
Nah, trust me, man. It's coming, man.
Dropping them gems today.
Yeah, innit?
Told you I'm
Jewels.
gonna
Jewels, man.
Not just the pinky, baby.
Yeah, man. I'm starting to fade.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Yeah,
man.
It's been a long fucking few weeks, man.
Yeah, man. Trust me. And we've got a couple more to go, man.
I know.
A couple more shows coming up as well.
What have you got coming up? You got this thing.
Bonfire night at Crofters Rights.
Yeah.
Then I got Hip Hop Cypher Lounge at Windmill Brixton on the 9th.
Are you doing Cypher Lounge?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Shouts to Catherine and all them.
Yeah, shouts to Catherine for real. They got like Lunacy,
that kid. Is that the
Kid,
same? Yeah.
me,
Sick.
I believe Parallax.
Parallax is doing bits
yeah,
at the moment,
trust
bro.
me. And then man got the 16th of November, Ghostface Killer.
And that's at the O2, yeah, Bristol
Nah,
O2.
that's at SWX.
SWX, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what it was last time as well.
That's a big venue as well, you know, because
It used to be Odyssey, isn't it?
yeah, we went there. I went there, but it's changed
There
around
we
the
are.
way it is now. It's
There we
opened
are.
up.
That's what it used to be.
SWX.
That's
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
next venue.
Next venue.
Thingy had High Focus had something
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, they did one there.
Yeah, that's it. That can be the next venue.
That's what I'm
Shit.
saying, man. There you go, man. Some more gems.
It used to be Odyssey, innit? Remember nappy nights at Odyssey.
Odyssey, and then what did it turn
No,
into?
the Works. The Works?
The Works, yeah.
That was after, that was
You
after.
get me? Them days there, you get
Like
me?
14-year-olds dressed in nothing, like
Yeah.
V-necks and fucking
Mad.
people getting punched in the back of
Man
the
was
head.
real happy when man got her lips up them days, you get me? Man got, yo, my lips, this guy, you know? Yo.
What
yes,
works,
fam,
like,
you're a
yeah,
G,
catching
fam.
the little rubs and that.
Yeah,
Like.
you just a little one. Like, yo, fam, trust me. Mum picking her up after. Man thought they were sick if you could walk home by yourself. If I wouldn't pick me up, I'm walking over.
How was it growing up in Bristol for you?
Do you know what? Like, it was good, man. Like, it was very adventurous. Like, there was a lot going on when I was younger.
Yeah, it's a bit different, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was pretty different.
I
then.
think it was good though.
Yeah,
it
trust
was
me.
much
It was
better.
proper,
It was
and I
much
think
better.
it was more structure. You see these
Yeah.
youths nowadays, they ain't got no fucking behaviour. You get me? Back in the day, man used to be, even though we were little naughty fuckers, we had respect for our elders. We used to respect our elders. They ain't got no respect for their elders, bro. You get me? Like, man would see someone that looks like someone's mum, man's gonna hide the zoot because she might know my mum.
Yeah.
Do you get it, fam? Like, that man is out there, big zoot in his mouth, Magnum standing out like this. You get me? Like, come on, man. Like, and the thing is, like, but then I guess we had more things to do.
Yeah.
We had youth club, residential camp,
And we all weren't
these-
stuck on
you get
phones
me?
as well, bro.
Nah, no
Like,
phones.
No phones,
man
phone
used,
boxes.
Man used to play 60s. Man used to play, you know what I'm saying? Wembley
Yeah.
in the park and
Yeah.
that. Man used to phone
Fucking
man, say, yeah, I'm going to meet you
Wembley.
here. And if you weren't there, I go one or two places that you might be. If you're not there, that's it.
That's it. You got
Getting
it.
on with my
done.
day, 'cause I
Yeah.
got to be in at 9.
Yeah.
You get me? I only got a couple hours left. You get me? Fuck all
That was
that.
the one on the phone.
That's
That
what
you
I'm saying.
fucking, you better be there at 2:30.
Do you remember reverse charge calls as well?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
a
yeah.
reverse charge
From the
call
phone
from the
box.
phone box.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
do
of
you
course.
want to accept this call?
Yeah.
Like,
come on.
fuck's sake, what's
They
this?
accepted, yes.
Yeah.
I beg you to be a
Trendy keys. Back when you could, like, back then everyone smoked as well.
Yeah,
And like, if I needed a zoot, it'd be like, you'd be College Green or some shit. Some dude in a suit is walking past us smoking a cigarette. You'd be like, excuse me, do you reckon I could pinch a cigarette so I can smoke a joint? Like,
Yeah,
Everyone's
everyone's
like,
there,
yeah.
whichever
We
out,
used to
yeah.
go St Andrews and all that back in the day, and that them days there, like, you know, it was back in the day because fags was £3.10. So
Yeah,
£3.10 for a 10-pack. You get me?
Mad,
And man
innit?
used to get the 2020s. You get me?
Yeah.
Or a bottle of E&J. Dirty E&J. It tastes so nasty. You know, I can't believe I used to even drink that shit, man.
Shit, I'm burning holes in your
You know
stomach,
what I mean,
man.
fam? But yeah, man, it was good growing up in Bristol, man, and there was a lot of activities and things to do, like all them youth centres. I think that helped, man, with all the music and all that, you know, the gate calves and high roads.
Where did I am Entertainment set up from? That was for a youth club, wasn't it?
do you know
not
what?
for a youth club, for a project.
I know that them lot was kind of working at a youth project, but when I came, they just had a flat by Malcolm X, and they had the studio in there. You get me?
Yeah.
Kind of met them there, and then they had a studio by behind Slicks.
Yeah.
And that's where I made
Right.
I Am Wish. You get me? That was like mostly Rem's production. You get me? That was sick still. That was a good time, man. Like it's just like music.
What year was that?
That must be like 2005ish, 6, 7 maybe.
Going back time. Nah. I
2007?
Yeah, 2008. I'd
Yeah.
say, yeah, cause
She was like 17. I was like 18.
Because I dropped my first mixtape ever in my life in 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I called it 2000 Savage. Yeah, that was funny. I proper made like that. You see, what? Do you know what? I've always been on it because these times I printed up all those covers myself, cutted them out, put it in a wallet. My studio was my I had a little computer. I was recording on Audacity. I turned my wardrobe into the into the booth.
Yeah.
Like I sticked up bare egg boxes inside and that. You get me? And like
that's what everyone we've had, every people we've had on since have all said the same thing.
My mum was.
I remember the same
to
shit.
just do it.
Yeah, I got 100 when the first Split Profits Scribble Thoughts. Yeah, when that first came out, the thing that kind of popped us off. We got 100 CDs.
I get to do them all.
And I stenciled every single one of them with an SP stencil that's about this big, and I had to do it in paper. And I sprayed it so much, like 10 times you spray a piece of paper, I couldn't have no acetate.
Yeah, you have to do another one.
Yeah, I had to spray it onto another piece of paper, cut it out, do the next 10, and then I had to number them all to 100, like 1 to 100 and shit. And it was just like, yeah.
You know the trials and tribulations that you go through.
Yeah,
man.
But
looking back now, innit?
Looking back now, that's what I'm saying.
You know the biggest mistake with that?
From a collector's point of view, they got like number 68
yeah,
or something
and
like
I
that.
didn't keep number 1.
Yeah, bruv.
Blood.
Number 1's worth a billion.
Do you not swear down there?
I bet who's got number 1?
Blood.
Asher.
Who?
Asher. Do you remember Asher?
Yeah.
The chef Asher, bald head.
Yeah, from London.
Yeah. He's got number 1. He was at the yard. He's like, let me get number 1. I was just been there doing it for like fucking 3 hours or whatever. I was like, yeah, man, cool, money, boom. Man. And then next day I was like, fuck, what have I done? He was like, I'll give it back, I'll exchange it. And it just never happened.
Well, someone stole my hat yesterday, my OR hat, with the the luminous glow one. They stole it off me, like literally,
Is it camo?
Nah, it's black and it's got OR, but the OR
I know the one. Yeah, they stole it off you.
Blood, listen, like I've come out of 51, right? Like the loads of people's coming out because it's all done, but I've just felt, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, like, but like obviously everyone's coming out, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck, like, but someone's just whipped my hat from, like, raw as that, and there's only.
Are you gonna steal a hat off someone's head?
Guess what? There's only one. There's only one of those. I made that. That's what I'm saying. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
So we're gonna see someone's gonna get run up on.
Person.
Yeah,
someone's gonna get run up on.
Like, now you said it as well.
Everyone out there looking out for OR bucket hat. Yeah,
I know
with
the
a
one.
fucking fluorescent OR symbol on the front. If you see someone wearing that hat, drapes them. Bring the hat to Wish.
Yeah, man. I got 10 of you. See, I put money on your head. I'm joking. I'm playing.
Shit.
But yeah, man.
So what's the future holding? What you got? What's the plan?
Wait. I got like, so you know what? I got a lot of stuff that I want to do. You know, it's just trying to like formulate. Because when you got a lot of stuff that you want to do, you need to organize what kicks into the next. Like you can't try and do too much stuff like. And put it all. You gotta do it so it flows. Like if you do this, the natural progression is this. This leads into this. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just trying to formulate the plan because I want to do. Obviously, I want to get back into events a bit more. But I want to start doing like a little podcasting as well. Like saying about interviewing. Like
I reckon that's a good shout, man. The way like that format of like having the fucking people come on and play music and then talk about the music. That's a fucking sick idea, man. I reckon you should run with it.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
it's do you know what I mean? it's a little investment for a big output. That's the way I see it with a podcast.
And
like,
do you know what it
there's
is?
a lot of time, and thanks to these guys, Oscar and Tommy, do you know what I mean, who are doing a lot of the work behind the scenes. That's the bit, but it will all pay off.
Because you got to realise as well, with your channel and that, not everybody wants to just see music. Some people just want to see content. They want to find interesting things. So
a podcast like this is like an Instagram story, but it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, you get
a little insight into someone's life.
On Instagram, I see his fucking stories or whatever, and it's just like, oh yeah, what's the next one?
Yeah.
So like, it's like the same thing, but
the longer insight.
Super insight.
Yeah.
A long insight.
I think a lot of fans or people that are invested into you as an artist, they want to see that, innit?
Yeah, man.
It's essential nowadays.
Hidden stories, man. That's untold stories.
Shout out to all the fans supporting B. Trust me, there's a lot of them right now, man. I'm feeling the love, man. Trust me. Yeah, man.
Have you got much interest outside of Briss as well?
Do you know what? It's weird. I feel like I got a bigger fan base in Briss, but the love's more out of Briss. Like the actual appreciation and the love's more. Like they proper, you know.
To try and link you up with some of my French brethrens and German brethrens.
Yeah, man.
And like get some collabos going, because I think you really go down well in France, in Germany. I reckon you really go down well, especially Like I'll tell you what, I'm going there in 3 weeks. I'm going to Munich, and Leo Lex and my guys over there, basically they put on nights and stuff. He runs a record label. But I'll take it over, because I think that would be a good look, man, because your shit would go down in Europe, and it'd be good to just spread it out. That'd
be dope, man.
But a key to doing that is working with the artists there. So if you work with the artists in these cities, etc., then you swap fans, you know what I mean? You start building the relationship.
Whoa, shout out to fucking Sadamus, my G.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah.
Get me a Madness Key. G, you get me? I've got some shit that me and them's been doing. I need to kind of get on it. I've been kind of snowed in right now, like with bare features and this and that. Like I'm kind of snowed in right now, but that's how I like it when my back's against the wall. I like it like that. I work better under pressure, innit? So so that's all good. But we definitely need to get something done. We dropped that video on Section Red, that done well, man. Produced by Jose. Don't worry, that was a sick track, man.
Sick, man.
Yeah, me.
I like the video as well.
I need to
go
out there
in Greece.
And I actually need to go out there, innit? He's been saying that, man, I need to come out there and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully next year, man, we'll get out there and that, man. It's just everything's money, man. That's what it is, bruv.
Greece, if you book it far enough in advance, you can get the flights mad cheap.
Yeah, Europe's quite good like that.
Yeah. As soon as you get in advance, fuck knows what Brexit will do to that.
For the moment,
for the moment.
It's good like that.
Better book it from now.
Can you book flights like a year in advance, 2 years in advance?
6 months at least.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's probably like,
definitely do 6 months.
Because I think I tried that before. Like,
but as soon as Brexit hits, they're gonna cut that off immediately.
Oh mate, I don't even fuck politics, man. That shit grinds my head into the fucking stone.
Yeah, it's madness. Well, we're having another
referendum. Another election. Yeah.
Oh, so I just can't be fucked with it all. Well, I just
but that's the problem.
I think with this one, this is the only time that I will tell people this time with Jeremy Corbyn, brother.
You have to.
Yeah,
like with this dude, I think this guy is the only person who's represented the downtrodden in this country.
Everyone's the same.
And I don't want to make this political. I'm not trying to talk no agenda, but
I like that talk.
Yeah.
So it's just how you feel, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I just think the whole wearing out process that they've done to us over the last 2 years.
This is my point.
That's why you have to vote now, definitely.
Yeah. But alright,
they
vote.
tried to grind you
I'll
down.
vote. I'll vote. But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, just gotta that to me, I consider that the Matrix. That don't formulate, like, what man gotta stop worrying about. Too many gems, bro. Man gotta stop worrying about things that they haven't got no control over. We don't have no control over that. But what man got control over is what you're doing. So I can't waste my energy keep on worrying about, well, Brexit is this, like,
yeah,
and all that shit. Like, I just no, but I'm saying, like, so much people do, and so much people don't even understand what it is. Yeah. So I'm just gonna focus on doing this thing, this music thing, because at the end of the day, whether it's Brexit or not, if we could get these shows abroad, we gonna still fucking out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So fuck 'em, man. It's just like,
happen anyway, so
and to be honest, England rely on everyone else so much. I don't know how they're feeling to be so independent and brave and be like, oh, I know. We wanna, like,
it's a fucking.
You didn't even, you didn't even produce anything.
You
get it? Worcester sauce. You get me?
He's just a Worcester sauce.
Come on, man.
No, I know. It's a super upper class, like, racist thing, innit?
It is what it is, innit, man? Yeah. I'm just trying to live.
Yeah, I'm just trying to eat, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
But I do think everyone should actually vote for what they want to do.
Definitely vote,
this
man.
time, anyway.
Yeah, I say vote on this, man.
Obviously,
this is the last.
The thing is,
obviously, I'm, you know,
that's the first time I ever voted.
Yeah. If you live, you know, well, you live at your own house and stuff, and you're registered, and you have to vote. You got no choice.
I know,
they be telling you. So y'all know I vote, right?
Yeah, trust me.
You get me?
Yeah, it's a funny one, man. As soon as you start getting into that, it gets a bit fucked.
There's no play when you got your own flat as well.
That's what I'm saying, fam. You got to be in the game, man. But that all teaches you is, like, it's all part and parcel, because, like, some people think that they exist in the real world, but you don't. You exist in your world. Your world's not the real world, because the real world, the reality is, everything's about credit and this and all that, and your bank statements and all that. So if you're just living all that, like, you got to be focusing on all that as well, like, especially if you got your own, you're setting up your business and your labels and all that, your things got to be in order. So you got to start having a tighter ship now, innit? And you
start
can't,
from the base up, man,
and you can't afford to have people around that, you know, are not got the same mind, because they're either adding or they're taking away. And at the end of the day, in order to you to excel and move forward,
everyone has to be adding.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be adding, man, because we all got to be pushing this boat. I can't be putting in 80 and you're putting in 20. Like, I'm going to tire out in a minute, innit? We're supposed to be 50-50, or if there's 4 of us, 25 each, innit? We'll get there way quicker, man. Yeah, man.
Everyone's got a different, I mean, that's why you kind of wean people out. You know what I mean? It kind of, you just kind of stop working with certain people, or like whatever, if you're not on the same wavelength, because you start finding other people who are, and you're like, oh right,
and people
like there is other people that want to do this shit, and like you know what I mean. You start finding, like you were saying earlier, about finding the people around you, like a team around you that want the same thing,
and they come, you know. Sometimes you feel like, but there's no one about, but like these people just come.
But sometimes it can be completely out of the blue. Like, say with Oscar and Tommy, like, it was a fucking, I had a load of people asking to do this, because I put it out on Instagram like twice, maybe 3 times, saying I'm doing this, send me stuff, etc. And that was like, it was like an off the cuff thing. I think you left a message or something, and it was something real, like, small, that I was just like, I felt like it at the time. I was like, these are the guys. For some reason in my head, I was like, nah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna.
Felt right, man. Went with the instinct. Right. It went with the instinct. And then you let the instincts guide you, and that's more time you're okay. That's what happens when man go against the grain. Man always think, fuck, I knew that. I felt that.
So
why didn't I fucking? You get me? You gotta go. But as you get older, it's more easier to do that. It's like, because you had, like you said, you had a list. You get me? And probably man messaged you loads of shit, but that was just like, do you know what?
Wait, I don't know. It's quite a funny one, that, because I had people like sending me crazy fucking V-rolls and all this shit, loads of crazy stuff. I don't think you sent me that much, did you?
Not really. Videos.
It was like a couple of videos, and like, I think maybe it was the way it was worded.
Yeah, just
maybe the way you wrote
nice
to me,
and
or
simple,
something.
just easy to.
It was just like,
boom, that's it. That's what you need. Yeah,
and it's like worked out perfect. You know what I mean?
To be fair, when I first wrote, I didn't even know Tommy.
Did you not know each other?
No.
That's crazy.
It was just me. Like,
yeah.
Would have been, but I don't know how that would have gone.
That's it. I'm saying the journey, man. The journey. That's what happens, man. It's just meant to be. Like when it syncs up, it links up. Yeah, it syncs up, man.
It aligns, man.
Best stuff's happen like that. You get me? Like even like.
I can't stress that enough as well. When you do a positive, when you do one positive thing, how like everything will align to that.
Trust me.
After that point.
Yeah. No, like even like just like. Man went to like the HF party. Man went to the HF party. Not the summer block party, because I played at this summer block party, but the one before. I think that was the first one man ever went to. You get me? Yeah. And like, that was the first time I met Leaf. Shout out to Leaf as well. You get me? Throw on a banger as well. Bristol Life. Check that out. You get me?
That's a hard track, man.
Yeah. Shout out Daddy as well. You get me?
Is that the one that's in South
Section Red. Yeah. But like. It's just organic sometimes, because I met him. That was the first time I met him, innit? And then I spoke to him. I said to him, yo, but like, man, it's feeling your beats and that, man. I want to do some work with you and that. And obviously, like, took the email and that, linked up and that. Then like one day he just sent me this banger, innit? It's called 89, innit? I think it was just like the year 89. Yeah. But I'm 1990 anyway. But I was like, it felt like 89. When I listened to it, it felt like 88. Actually, I was like, I ain't even born in 88. But if I could imagine what 88 sounded like, it was just grimy. I was like, ugh, shit. And then like, I just got on it straight away, blood. I fucking sent that back straight away. He was like, yeah. And then I thought, yo, I need some crud on this, lad. I fucking need the crud lord, innit? Yeah. So fucking, I hit up Daddy and that, and he's like, yeah, man, course, fucking, must have had one show and that. Exchange. Yeah. It's like Lunacy and that with Bailey's and that. Man performed like 1 or 2 tunes with them as well, and then we just like after went back. He just wrote the bar then, done it. It was fire as usual. Yeah. And then it was just like, shooting a video for it. I need to shoot a video for this. As people was always like saying to me, why did you shoot a video for that? Because that's off your old project. I'm like, but I shot a video for it because it's a fucking banger. What are you asking me for, bruv? You get me? If something bangs, I just shoot videos that I think would be sick, that have good visions, that I think, like, I had a vision for it, like, I could do a bit, like, in my ends, we could do a bit in your ends, we could just get a couple people out, just make it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just had a vision, so I just thought, fuck it, man. Like,
I think adding visuals to fucking music is essential.
Brings it alive, man.
Yeah, you need to do it, even if it's off an old project. There's tracks that I wouldn't mind shooting videos for off old projects. Now I'm just like, man.
But you can though.
Yeah, no, it brings a whole new lease of life to it as well.
And then people get to go back and look at that project like, and all that. You get me?
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to do actually. Just start dropping videos of old projects. Like, I still got a couple copies of this.
Might help move some stuff, because man, I know everyone in this vinyl game got some stuff there. Everyone who's been in the vinyl game.
Boxes.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just about investing in it.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
Bang. Might have to kind of wrap it up kind of soon.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Is that cool? Is everyone alright with that?
Yeah.
I'm just starting to like
flag, innit?
Yeah, starting to flag.
Yeah, man, everyone's flagging, man.
It's been a long old fucking couple of days, yeah.
And we did 2 podcasts.
And it's 2 podcasts today as well. So it's the second one.
Putting in that
work. But it's been fucking real good talking to you. We gotta get you back on,
man. Yeah, man.
Like,
definitely,
as soon as you've got the ball, like,
man,
you got some more like movement on that.
Yeah.
Come back on.
Yeah, man.
Plug that. Talk more.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
And we've got to set up this meal as well, monthly meal.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
It's a meeting.
Like,
if
man just make if you just make like a little Insta group or something, it'll just be easier to access and everyone's on it.
I'll do that.
It's just there, it's done, innit? Yeah.
And just get a few like you say, people, like-minded people.
Okay. People that's actually gonna come.
People that want to come and not just get. I'm talking about have food.
No, they want to come and eat and talk business proper, like
willing to invest time and money and energy. Any of those 3 things. You know what I mean? So we'll get that moving as well.
Yeah, man.
But for the people out there, socials. All the rest of it, where can they find you?
Spotify, Wish Space Master, Instagram Wishmaster_OR, Facebook Wish Space Master, Wishmaster. Got Bandcamp.
If you search Wishmaster in Google, it comes up as well.
Yes. iTunes, Wishmaster. Yeah.
And go cop Boombap to the Future.
Yeah, Boombap to the Future. Also check out the YouTube channel, Official Recordings, the YouTube channel. We got some visuals on there. You get me? And we got couple more artists coming as well. Got a couple more artists that man's working with as well.
Any names, or is that under wraps?
No. Got my brethren. Do you know Danja?
Yeah.
Danja's dropping.
Is he dropping on? Yeah. That's a big look.
Yeah. Keda's working on her next project, and Jordan's looking to drop something soon.
Jordan Nathaniel.
Yeah. So we're just all working, man. Everything's all just, you get me? Just trying to get it all cracking, man. But it's all happening slowly but surely, man.
Well, it's been a fucking pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. Just shout out to you lot, blood, for having me and that. And also, shout out to everyone that was involved in making Boombap, because it was a fucking classic. You get me? Shout out to Bailey's Brown, Somai. Shout out to everyone who done the cuts, Rogue, Rails, even all the features, Tack, Bugsy, Jordan Nathaniel, who else? My brother from up north as well. He was on there as well. There's everyone. Roller for mixing it, making it classic. Yeah, big up Roller as well. You don't get enough credit, man. Trust me, fam. You get me? My man's mixed all of my shit, and my shit bangs. You get me? So shout out you get me, fam. Serious. You get me? And just everyone that's supporting in general, man. Just keep on supporting, and man will keep on delivering. You get me? Bless, man.
Yes. Bless up.
Fam.
Safe as fuck. All right. That's sick.